Welcome back to my Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program. My name is Martin, and now that we've got an orbit done and a basic test craft successfully orbited, time to move on to slightly larger projects, possibly much larger projects. Maybe I won't just do the slow, gradual ramp up to large stuff. Because the next thing I think I want to do is put a space station in orbit with a lot of fuel for refueling various endeavors. Oh, and I added back in the music. Hope you guys don't mind. Let's see, let's use a lander can for fun. And yeah, I'm going to build this and bring it back. And we'll see what I come up with. Okay, here we are back in the VAB. Just a very quick test that I want to run, just to see if the abort sequence works okay on this. Again, I'm trying not to kill Kerbals here. I'm trying to be as nice as possible. And I realized yesterday, I guess I could be interpreted as being fairly insulting when I was initially named my craft Manly, and after Scott Manley, and then said, no, let's name it after famous scientists, because honestly, in Kerbal Space Program, he's probably one of the most famous scientists there are. So, sorry about that, Scott Manley, if you happen to be watching. Yeah, it's perfectly awesome that I think to name a craft after you, because yeah. So we've got Sigil and Roncan Kerman. Having a look here. This could be a good view for an abort. Let's do that for fun. Abort, static abort test number 1 in 3, 2. Parachutes. Crap. Where did the parachutes go? I guess I need to see it from outside. Okay, so our Kerbal kill count is at 2, unfortunately. And we got Neilbury and Elbury, the Bury brothers, clearly. And what I've done now is more Separatons and moved the parachutes a little bit. And I think what has happened is I fired the parachutes while I was still going up, and somehow they got destroyed just from looking at things. So I'm going to try it again from the outside and wait to fire the parachutes till we're on our way back down. Static abort test number 2 in 3, 2. Uh-oh. Well, I'm not doing very good at not killing Kerbals. Don't know what happened there. So looking at that again, it looked like just one of the Sepatrons fired. Must have been when I made 6 again, it only saved 1 of them in the action group. So that's something to keep in mind, I guess. Action groups probably, if you've made a change to the parts that that the action group relies on, probably redo the action group. So, abort sequence static test number 3 with Lenfil and Genfrey Kerman. Our Kerbal kill count is now at 4, unfortunately. Considering they were all on the pad tests too, very unfortunately similar to Apollo 1. Anyway, static test number 3 in 3, 2. There we are. That worked well. 300 meters of altitude or so. Checklist. Okay. There's an X on there, it looks like, though. Yeah, this one should be good for landing on a moon or something as well. I like the lower view. Oh, we drifted. Oh! Oh, crap. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, crap. Alrighty, here is the hopefully manly one space station. The top part, of course, is the space station component. We've got some solar arrays, communication bits, many docking ports. There's 4 there, 1 on each side here, and 1 at the top there. It's a nice odd number of 7 docking ports, and still have the separating bit, and then we have a kind of second circularize the orbit stage. Not a lot of fuel, not a lot of power either, actually, for the weight. And then, of course, the ascent stage with many boosters, asparagus fed, solid rocket boosters to initially get us off the ground. Let me just think. I just realized don't have all the struts that I wanted. Gotta have struts between these. Let's see. Unfortunately, just the way I do these as well, I gotta do them between each. It actually might seem easier to do this sort of staging. I think it might be easier to do this sort of staging in groups. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to try that next time. Yeah, and I have also played with the settings to hopefully give us a little bit of a slowdown instead of frame drop. If this launch is going to be a little bit slow, we'll see. And I didn't add the manual docking clamps either. Don't like how this is swaying around. So, Lanlin and Sonmi, I think we've used these guys before, or we've seen them before. This is a tall ship. And we'll see how it goes. Fairly optimistic. Maybe like a 7 out of 10 optimism. So we'll see. The manly one, space station, in 3, 2. Holy cow. I have no idea what happened there. What? I am super happy though. Oh, 7 meters a second, yeah, that hits down pretty hard. Super happy with how well the abort went. Nice. Yeah. But might have to look back and see what happened there. And let's see what the see what this says. Fuel tank structural failures. I think if I put the docking clamps on, that might help. We'll see. That was at liftoff that broke, eh? I mean, slightly. It says it happened before, but I don't know. That was probably a pretty good explosion and destruction of ship. I like it. I was happy, especially happy that my guys survived. So I'll fix that up and head back to the pad. So I was kind of feeling like from the previous test that I did, the previous ship, the Nye one, that maybe the linkages between things were a little bit more rigid and a little less prone to falling to pieces. Now I'm not so sure. It's shaking around a whole lot less right now though, so that makes me a little happy. I'm going to give it a little more throttle off to lift off this time. See if that either helps or doesn't help. So here we go again, same 2 folks that may be stuck in the space station for some time. The Manly 2 in 3, 2. Oh, bendy. Okay, that's the bendiest spacecraft I've ever seen. Oh yeah, I knew that was gonna be bad. Well, ah, crap. Might as well do it. So, might need some separatrons on. Well, no, bendiness is the issue. It's not the massive tanks coming out necessarily. They may need some work. Here's where we rain down destruction. Awesome. I ended up with a few pieces over here. Don't know what they were pieces of. Perhaps parts of the space station. Okay, so we need to bendify the ship a little bit. Shadows look a little bit better. Oh no, they're still doing that disappearing thing for a bit through a certain distance above the ground. All right. Okay, so back, hopefully with a little more rigidity here. Maybe I should have maybe done. Where am I here? Something maybe from here up to here as well for rigidity. Something to think about if this doesn't go to plan, which of course has some likelihood. Okay. I also got to worry, I think, more about these engines overheating. It seems. I think I blew them out at the very end there by overheating them, but I didn't go back and check the video, so. Landloom Insomni back for attempt number 3, the Manly 3 space station attempt in 3, 2, Up still. That will get better as the fuel drains, the thrust to weight ratio. $8,000 meters. Turn. Very, very minor. Do have to watch this though, I don't want it's already speeds, getting we doing? Getting there. This ship may go to space today. Then again, only got 400 meters a second at the moment. Need a lot more than that. Now we're cooking though. 500 meters a second. Coming up on 600 meters a second. Just into that second tank on this. We're going to lose some rigidity when this tank goes, so I'm going to probably have to take it a little bit slow. So let's push that out as far as we can. Meters a second. Oh, that must be a great view, eh? Fun to watch. 1,000 meters a second. Okay, we are at an orbital altitude for our apoapse. About to lose the tanks though, so I don't really want to do too much here. Nice and smooth there. Just kind of wanted to wait. No, this is actually not that bad for rigidity. Oh, I got some music. I think. Oh, I'm in space, so I guess it knows that, and it's happy for me that I'm in space. That get too high, but we don't want to bring that in too much either. Somewhere around here, maybe. That. Looks like it's not going to be as low of an orbit as I wanted, but... You know what I forgot to put on this was RCS. What a time to discover that. We've got a big RCS tank. No RCS. Oh well, this is going to be the station that things dock to anyway, and I can always fly up another ship with RCS on it. Okay. Getting close to orbital speed. What I'm going to do before... Ah no, screw that. We don't care about debris. There we are, 70. We can bring that down on the other side if need be. Maybe just get a little bit more, maybe like 75. Okay, so that's somewhere around 75. And then yeah, this is going to have to come down. So we'll need to get retrograde before that node. Oh neat, it's got kind of a lander icon. I think I'm going to have to... Okay, 74, 73 in that case. We'll just rise it up a little bit. 74, 74. Oh, that'd be perfect right there. So 14.5 meters a second. Burn. in 2 minutes. Since I don't have any RCS, I should probably start turning now. We'll do the... Okay, we got lots of time to get to retrograde. So, yeah. This one's a little over-engineered, I guess. This doesn't weigh as much, maybe, as some of the previous tests I'd done in 0.17, so... It's a... Whoa, careful, careful. Getting there. 30 seconds. How long is my burn supposed to be again? Doesn't seem to have an estimated burn time. Too short, maybe? I don't know. Because with the amount of thrust to weight ratio I have on this engine, it's certainly not going to be a very long burn. Okay, hold that. Just a teeny little burn here. Okay. Let's remove the maneuver there. Oh, yeah, you love to see it when it's flashing around like that. That is a circular orbit. Now, how do you rename craft? Where is that option? Didn't put any lights on here either. Is it here? There it is, yeah, it is there. Rename vessel. Oh, that's fantastic. I love the icons. Those teeny little things like that make this like the best update ever. Because, yeah, seeing that, okay, that's my station in orbit. It's great. Okay. Get rid of that stage. Mess with the orbit a little bit, but don't want that hanging around too much, especially since we don't have RCS. But what I can do now, slowly, we have just a massive amount of fuel for boosting too. I guess that's just more fuel for the station to have. Now let's bring that up a little bit here. So yeah, this is going to be the end of this episode, I think, and then next episode we'll bring up something to refuel here. Open that. Everything else is dockable at the moment. And I kind of want to be around in the sun for the next bit. Oh, I guess it's going to flip around, of course. Here's a good spot to do it. There we go. So we don't have to worry about power, I don't think. I've got 2 battery packs down here as well. We've got our communications antenna, 2 of them. And yeah, can even see the panels out the window. Nice. So we have the beginnings of our, essentially our International Space Station. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. couple failures to get some good explosions in there, and then a lovely success to end on. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon.